Behind the fizz of Coca-Cola, one of the most beloved and recognized brands, lies a dark side, a trail of secrecy, environmental concerns, health debates, and disturbing allegations of human rights abuses. But rest assured, in this eye-opening journey, we delve deep into the iconic beverage giant to uncover the hidden truths and controversies that have surrounded the company for decades. In the late 19th century, a simple medicinal elixir would lay the foundation for one of the most recognizable brands in the world today, Coca-Cola. In 1886, John S. Pemberton, a skilled pharmacist and chemist from Atlanta, Georgia, laid the foundation of Coca-Cola. The journey of this iconic beverage began as a concoction marketed for its remarkable healing properties. Pemberton, driven by a desire to create a unique tonic, combined cocoa leaves and cola nuts, infusing them with carbonated water to produce what he called Coca-Cola. The beverage was initially touted as a remedy for various ailments, including headaches, indigestion, and fatigue. Little did Pemberton know that his creation would eventually transform into a global beverage giant. The early days of Coca-Cola were filled with intrigue and curiosity, but not without their fair share of controversy. Believe it or not, the original formula of the beverage did contain traces of cocaine derived from cocoa leaves. Cocaine? Yes, the same substance that would later become infamous for its powerful effects and legal restrictions. However, back then, the use of cocaine was not uncommon, and the amount in Coca-Cola's recipe was indeed minimal and considered legal at the time. As Coca-Cola gained popularity, it was apparent that its true potential lay not in its medicinal claims, but in its refreshment value. Enter Asa Griggs Candler, a clever businessman who recognized the commercial potential of the beverage. In 1888, Candler acquired the Coca-Cola formula from Pemberton for a nominal sum and embarked on an ambitious marketing campaign that would propel the brand to new heights. Under Candler's leadership, Coca-Cola embraced innovative marketing strategies. The company's distinct script logo and the iconic bottle design set it apart from the competitors and established a strong brand identity. Strategic partnerships with soda fountains further expanded the drink's accessibility, making it a staple in drugstores and eateries across the United States. As the beverage's popularity soared, so did the controversies surrounding its ingredients. Concerns about the presence of cocaine in Coca-Cola grew, eventually leading to the removal of cocaine from the recipe in the early 1900s. Despite this change, the association with the stimulant would continue to haunt the company for years to come. Amidst these challenges, Coca-Cola adapted and thrived. The company expanded globally, reaching new markets and winning the hearts of consumers worldwide. Its marketing campaigns became synonymous with happiness, friendship, and the celebration of life's moments. Coca-Cola's prominence in pop culture further solidified its status as an enduring symbol of Americana. Over the years, Coca-Cola diversified its product line, including new flavors and beverage categories to appeal to changing consumer preferences. Despite facing competition and criticism, the company continued to innovate and maintain its position as a market leader in the beverage industry. As we look back on the origins and rise of Coca-Cola, we see a tale of transformation, from a modest medicinal elixir to a global phenomenon. Yet, questions linger about the company's early controversies and how it navigated the challenges on its path to success. In the next chapters, we delve deeper into the shadows and uncover the controversies that continue to shape its legacy. Water, the lifeblood of communities, has been a critical point of contention surrounding Coca-Cola's operations. As one of the largest users of water in the world, the company's bottling plants have faced accusations of depleting local water sources in regions where water scarcity is a pressing issue. Moreover, Coca-Cola's bottling practices have often led to conflicts with local communities. Allegations of water extraction causing environmental degradation and worsening water shortages have resulted in social unrest and protests against the company. The plastic waste epidemic has also cast a dark shadow on Coca-Cola's environmental record. The company's extensive use of plastic bottles has contributed to the global pollution crisis, with millions of single-use bottles ending up in landfills, oceans, and ecosystems. Despite efforts to increase recycling rates and reduce plastic usage, the sheer scale of Coca-Cola's production has made a substantial impact on the planet's health. While Coca-Cola has implemented recycling initiatives and promoted the use of sustainable packaging, critics argue that these measures fall short of addressing the magnitude of the problem. Calls for greater investment in environmentally friendly alternatives and more comprehensive approach to waste management continue to resonate. As we explore the complexities of Coca-Cola's environmental footprint, it becomes clear that the company's actions have far-reaching consequences beyond the fizzy drink itself. The company's role as a major player in the beverage industry places it at the center of discussions around global sustainability and corporate responsibility. In response to the mounting pressure and criticism, Coca-Cola has taken steps to address some of the environmental challenges it faces. It has pledged to improve water efficiency, reduce its carbon footprint, and increase the use of recycled materials in its packaging. However, these commitments are met with skepticism from environmentalists and advocates who demand more ambitious and transparent actions. Coca-Cola's signature beverages are known for their sugary sweetness, but what lies behind the fizzy taste has become a subject of increasing concern. Studies have linked the high sugar content in Coca-Cola's drink to various health issues, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, and dental problems. The consumption of sugary beverages have been identified as a major contributing factor to the global epidemic of diet-related diseases, prompting public health advocates to call for action. As health consciousness grows among consumers, Coca-Cola has faced mounting criticism over the nutritional value of its products. The company has responded by introducing low-calorie and sugar-free alternatives to cater to the changing preferences of consumers. However, critics question the effectiveness of these moves, pointing out that the majority of Coca-Cola's revenue still comes from its sugary drinks, and the availability of healthier options may not be sufficient to offset the negative health impact of its flagship products. One area that has particularly come under scrutiny is Coca-Cola's marketing strategies, especially when directed at children and teenagers. The company has employed vibrant and captivating advertising campaigns that often feature youthful, active individuals enjoying their beverages. These marketing efforts have not gone unnoticed as health advocates raise concerns about the influence of such campaigns on young consumers' choices and perceptions of healthy lifestyles. The rise of social media and digital advertising has further complicated the issue. Coca-Cola has been accused of employing targeted marketing techniques to reach a younger demographic, blurring the lines between entertainment and advertising. The debate around the ethics of marketing sugary drinks to vulnerable populations continues, with calls for stricter regulations and greater transparency. In response to the growing health concerns and changing consumer attitudes, Coca-Cola has made efforts to adapt its marketing and product offerings. The company has initiated partnerships with health organizations and implemented educational programs on nutrition and physical activity. However, critics argue that these initiatives may serve more as public relations strategies than genuine efforts to address the health implications of its products. In countries where labor laws are less stringent, Coca-Cola's operations have faced accusations of human rights abuses. Reports of harassment, intimidation, and violence against union leaders and workers have come to light, painting a disturbing picture of the company's treatment of its workforce. These allegations have not only tarnished Coca-Cola's reputation, but have also ignited fierce criticism from labor advocates and human rights organizations. One issue that has garnered particular attention is the presence of child labor in Coca-Cola's supply chain. As a global corporation, Coca-Cola relies on a vast network of suppliers to source raw materials and produce its beverages. Unfortunately, Some suppliers have been accused of employing child labor in the harvesting of sugarcane, a key ingredient in Coca-Cola's products. Despite Coca-Cola's assertion that it prohibits the use of child labor in its supply chain, evidence of these practices has continued to emerge. Critics argue that the company needs to take more aggressive measures to ensure that its suppliers comply with strict labor standards and to eliminate child labor from its production processes entirely. In response to these allegations, Coca-Cola has initiated various measures to address labor and human rights concerns. The company has established codes of conduct for suppliers, requiring them to adhere to strict labor practices and uphold human rights standards. Additionally, Coca-Cola has engaged in dialogue with labor organizations and human rights advocates to address the reported issues and strengthen its social responsibility commitments. However, the effectiveness of these actions has been a point of contention. Critics argue that the company must take more concrete and transparent steps to hold suppliers accountable and prevent human rights violations from occurring in the first place. The complexity of global supply chains and the diverse legal frameworks in different countries present significant challenges, but they also underscore the need for heightened diligence in protecting workers' rights across all levels of Coca-Cola's operations. Coca-Cola's journey is a mix of triumphs and controversies. Environmental concerns, health issues, and human rights allegations demand our attention. As consumers, we hold the power to drive positive change through informed choices and demanding corporate responsibility. Let's work for a more sustainable and equitable future. And now, it's time for a soda. Hopefully, you all enjoyed the Coca-Cola video. Be responsible about your choices, okay? Scrap the Coca-Cola, but taste the feeling of business capital and subscribe.